Good morning, all of you. Myself, Santosh. So, I'm a professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, SR University. So, we know that if research is very important field, especially those who are pursuing a PhD and if they want to write any research paper. So, especially we required some experimental setups like you can see from background there are highly sophisticated machineries required to do your experimental work. Later, you need to publish according to the test, the post test which you required. So sometimes it is very difficult for us, most of the researchers, to reach to those facilities, access the facilities, and to do experiment. It is very viable. So in that case, there is another aspect. Those area is your psychometric research. It means we easily can access the research papers according to the your research field. Then we can identify by reading those papers the research gap. Then we can identify the need statement where we can address the research gap as per your literature survey. Okay, so the psychometric paper writing generally it is not required any experimental results physically you no need to do, but the research work's already been done, so those can be explored by this process. Okay, so this paper writing is especially a field that analyze scientific literature, as I told you, like by quantitatively we can verify. It provides valuable insight like what is the research trend previously, like last 10 years, 15 years, and what are the different collaborations people are doing from one field to another field. Okay, so let me come to the introduction of the psychometrics. Psychometric, it's a quantitative study. You can do this literature survey by rigorously, like especially I recommend everyone to do follow that last 10 years papers. So, but it is evolved in 1960s. Like you have do the many bibliography studies, so you can understand what is the research gap, what is the evolving research area in particular field, then how we can narrow it down by doing converge research. So these are the applications are like you can do evaluate research performance, identify various trends, and what are the different policy decision making is happening. Okay. So what is why it is required? What is the importance of this? Okay. So especially as I told you this, we can easily can follow, we can easily understand what is the trend in evaluation in present scenario, especially when I consider an example of bioimplants. So this is very important field, interdisciplinary field for various uh, domains like medical people and as an engineering background researchers, we required to give the inputs from materials background, and they need real-time case study, real-time scenarios where they can use those implants for any patients if they required any bone issue or some implant they want to like, replace with that physical or the broken any bone or something like that. So we can give our inputs to replace or help to them from our field. Okay, this is many implants have came into picture. Okay, with various materials. Okay, so still the research is going on in this. Uh, so we can for your especially case, you can also do rigorous research survey what implants and what types of material implants are keep on developing in this area. Okay, so another thing is policy making. You have to find the different ways of research grants and strategies you need to explore. So then the collaboration, like what are the research partners are emerging in different interdisciplinary fields, especially while doing this, we can understand that which how the people are interconnecting and how they are exchanging their research ideas and helping each other to fill the research gap from their collaborations. Okay. The key metrics in psychometrics are, you see, there are mainly these three fields, that is citation counts, H index, impact factor. So when you are selecting some papers, you need to consider all these three fields. Okay, so I don't want to go in depth of this. So next uh, expert from post of this presentation will explain with practical example how to select through H index and impact factor before going to your writing of any psychometric review papers. Okay. Then especially why what we require to do this write any literature review paper. Okay. So there are some platforms, okay, like Web of Science, Scopus, Google Scholar. Okay. These three are especially you can have a database. So huge database. From this huge database, most of the people they consider Scopus, and few people consider Google Scholar database. So from that database, we can access and we can pick up any one field which we want to do our uh, research. Then we can fill the research gap by following study of the papers from various expertise. Then after selecting some database, then we collect one topic, and after that we'll get huge not unprocessed data. So processing data is very important. So after collecting any data collection, so we get huge raw data from selected databases, appropriate queries, everything. Then we have to deduplication data. We have to remove some of the duplicate data. Especially sometimes we get same research article in various websites. So that is duplication removal is very important. Then go next to standardization, normalization of authors. So selecting institution and what are the keywords. Keywords plays major role in pre-processing of any data. Then error correction. So we once we finalize your all the papers, we can find out what the errors are coming in through bibliography informations that can be rectified. Okay, so then bibliometric analysis techniques. So especially here, there are four key major roles which we can see, that is co-citation analysis. So identify relation between documents frequently cited together. Because your field is very vast area, whatever the field you are choosing, in that many people are doing research. If they want to write some justification of some statement, they want to cite some renowned person research article, that we called as citations. Okay, if you cite your paper itself, what already published paper, we generally call this self citation. So then bibliography coupling, there are group documents can be shared, common references. So keyword analysis, explore relation between keywords to identify research themes. Based upon theme, you can find all those things. So network analysis. So here mainly we can, when you do psychometric analysis, this network analysis will give some patterns. Okay, so those are very important. So after that, receiving that, there are many ways to represent your analysis. Like in this field, I want to, I explored, these are the research gaps. So you want to present those topics in such a way that in simple way, that is a demographic way. through visually you have to explain in short time to the understand any reviewer once you submit any journal. There are many ways here. Heat maps available. There are network graphs, tree maps, bubble charts. So these are the different demography techniques you can show in short time to any in research article. That is very helpful for the reviewer to uh, understand in very quick manner. Okay. So after that, once you finalize your paper, then interpreting scientometric findings. So here generally context is very important, like what are the field specific norms, publication practices when you are using those metrics. Okay. So then combine different metrics. Okay. Comprehensive and different indications we have to give. Then qualitative analysis. Once you finish the writing of the paper, then you can do your qualitative analysis. So this is how you have to uh, select a research area that is a very broad area. Then you have to narrow it down to finalizing any one theme. So after that, how what is happening in particular field, that how the trend is going. So to understand in very deeply, okay. So you can do this kind of narrow down process literature survey. So finally, you can write any review paper. So with this brief of psychometric papers, so I calling Mr. Ashok. Ashok is a resource person to us for writing uh, any literature papers by using different softwares. Okay. So now I will call Mr. Ashok to take over the session. Ashok, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So your presentation is quite good. Okay. Good morning, friends. For myself, Ashok, Assistant Professor in EC Department. We'll see some of the practical examples. Sir, I'm sharing the screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Sir, already told Scopus database. So we'll see some examples in the Scopus database. We'll go to the Scopus database. This is a Scopus database. Okay. So first we are search the keywords here. So first medical keywords, medical implants. Next search. So the total in the with medical implants keywords we are find the 5687 documents. So we need to write the scientometric papers. We required around 1500 to 2000 papers only. So we need to minimize these papers on to 2000 only. So for that, first we go to the range. Last we okay in this we need to fix the time frame of at least 10 years. So that I'm taking the last 10 years. So for that 2014 to 2024. Next apply the this one. So the paper will count will be decreased from 56,000 to 33,173. Okay, and also we have a large number of papers. So that and also we need to decrease the papers. So we need to apply the go to the only publication stage means article final. So that one select and limit, apply limit. So that again we need to see the counts 32,913. We need to decrease the count. So that we need to apply the some subject areas. So we can see the lot of subject areas. So in it we need first select the medicine, engineering, material science, physics and not required, computer science, chemistry. Okay, I'm select the chemistry. So the computer science, chemical engineering is not required for our papers. So that I'm selecting only top 4 keywords. So then I'm limit to keywords. Again, the count is around 29,161. So for that, we need again decrease to, we need to apply another keywords. So I'm applying some keywords. For in this, I'm only select the articles. Document type, I'm select the articles. Again, see the will document count around 2,764. For that, we need to apply the some countries. We need to go to affiliation, funding, countries. Okay, we need to select the only top 10 countries. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you are apply the top 10 countries, then the total document count is around 14,000. Again, we need to decrease the count to 2,000 only. So for that, we need to go where? So generals. So generals, we'll select the top 5 generals. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, I'm limiting to generals. Oh, the count will be 752. So we need at least 1500 to 2000 paper to write the Scientometric paper. So that again I'm going to the generals. Where's the general? This one. I'm selecting clear all, show all. So I'm selecting top 10 generals. One before we are selecting only top 5 general, so that we get the around 720 documents. But we need to write this automatic paper. Around papers are required 1500 to 2000. So for that I'm selecting the top 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll see what is the count of the documents. It's around 1300. Okay, the documents are matched to write this anthropometric papers. After the selecting all the generals and countries, we need to after select the all. Select all. After that, export dot CSV, which means comma separated files. Select this one and select the all tick box and export. The exporting is going on. Sorry. Okay. Successfully downloaded it. Scopus.2CSV. .csv means comma separated value. So for that, we have a download it. We'll see the what is the file. It all are doc numbers. So we can't understand this file. We can't understand this file. So that we need one software to understand the what is the file is there. So for that we need the RStudio. RStudio is a software. So we needed some keywords. For that, I'm selecting first keyword is library bibliometrics. Okay, I'm pasting here and enter. Okay, next keyword is bibliosheni. Bibliosheni and enter. We'll redirect it to one website. Bibliosheni software is open. So next, select the data. Go to the data. Load data. So next, import raw files from where we database selected. Web of Science, Scopus, Dimensions. We are select from the Scopus. Select the Scopus. Next, Bowsy file. What we are download the CSV file, Scopus, this one. So download, upload here and start. It's successfully reacted. Next, it is close. Go to the overview of the papers, main information. And see the main information. We have selected the time frame of 2014 to 2024. Sources general is 11. Documents are 1319. These are the main information what we have downloaded the CSV files. So next, let's add to the documents. For that, plus icon. Click on plus icon. Next, annual scientific production. So for that, we need to again plus icon. Next, average citations per year. This is a graph and this is a table. We can see the year, mean citation, number of quote, mean citation per year, settable per year. So for that, also we need to select plus icon, add to the report. Next, three field diagram. Just click and play. It will be ready. Okay, it is done. So click on plus icon. It will add to the reports. Overview is completed. Some from the source we need to select the next most relevant sources. Click and play. Add. Next, this one. Let's add icon. Sources local impact factor. Plus add to the report. Next, sources production over a time. Next, add to the report. The sources is completed. Next, select the authors. In authors, first one is most relevant authors. First, play. Add. Next, authors production over a time. Play. Which means study will be prepared and add to the report. Next, Loktas law. Add to the report. Next, authors local impact. Add to the report. Next, most relevant applications. For that, I'm selecting. This is a graph and this is a table. Affiliation, country and articles. This is a university. University of California, 96 documents. Like that, we are this is table and this is a graph. And we are adding to the report. Affiliation production over a time. This is a graph and this is a table. You can see here, this one is here the affiliation name and here documents. For that, we need to place add to the report. Next, countries corresponding author like that. Next, we go to the documents. First one is a global set documents. Add to the report. most local cited documents, add to the report, most local cited references, add to the report. Next, word clock, this is the most important, add to the report. We can see the table, you can see the table for each keyword, what is the frequency, what is the citation. For example, male, the citation is 1057, and human and female, like that the keywords are there. This is a citation with respect to the keywords. We're adding to the report. Next, tree map, adding to the report. Adding to the report. Next, trending topics. In this area, what are the trending topics? We need to see. We can see the trending topics. So these are the trending topics. You can see the table also. Open prediction, frequency in end, year wise and year mid, year quarter three. And I'm also adding this report to the document. Next, documents are completed. Next, coupling. We need to play. Next, after that, go to the report. So what are the documents we added in the previous? These are topics, these are the reports we are added to the report. Next, select all, export report. Click on export report, the Excel file will be downloaded. This is the Excel file. The main information, we see the diagram. In the main information, I will show that. Main information, where is the main information overview? Main information. This is a diagram and this is a table. The time frame 2014 to 24. This is sources level. This is the main information. Next, annual scientific production rate. Next, this is a table and this is graph. Like that, what are the documents added to the report? The documents are downloaded. You see the documents. Author's production over a time. Author's product is to local loss. Author's local impact index. Most relevant authors. Authors over a time. Next, these are the documents. I will show you some previous papers what I've written. For example, I'm opening one paper, my paper. This is one example paper written. So first we need to write the abstract. This is exploring trends in polymer composite material additive manufacturing. In the additive manufacturing, what are the what was done? What are the composite materials are used? What are the polymer materials are used? That is data in the additive manufacturing. That is the data taken from this Scopus database with the help of Scientometric process. First, we need to write the abstract. Next, keywords. For example, in this case, implants, one example, and Scientometric is one example. We can write the words as the keywords. Next, first as the introduction. Next, method. In that method, One subheading is a 2.1 as a search query. How to find this search query? So first we are in this my case I'm the four keywords are using in the purpose database. After that, downloading CSV file. In the CSV file, for the CSV file, I'm adding this some citation, top 10 countries like that. After that, after downloading the CSV file, I'm using the bibliotechy software and Vivo software to generate the report of interpretation as recommendation. This is the process of Scientometric. This is the keyword query. We also download this is keyword query from for yours and go to the Scopus database, advanced query. This is the title of for keywords for the your implants. So copy and place save as a one document. And next I'm going to my paper. And next is the main information. This is the main information. What we see in the main information in the bibliotechy software. This is the main information. Timestamp like that. This is the main information. I'm rewrite like this. Main information, authors, documents, and document content, authors collaboration. After the bibliotechy analysis, third unit is a bibliotechy analysis. Bibliotechy analysis. Publication. The third first one is the publication and citation trends. This is the publication and citation trends. In the we are already seen. Where is that? This is the annual production rate. This is the articles and citation. This is the citations, number of citations. I'm taken as a two graph here. Publication and citations versus year. Next, third one is the most relevant sources. Most relevant sources. Where is the most relevant sources for this document? Most relevant sources. First one is the Journal of Economics. First journal is 230 papers have. For that, I'm rewrite like this. Next, fourth 3.3 is corresponding author countries. Most local cited sources. Annual scientific production. Lo- local local impact by H index. This is a diagram and rewrite. Four sources by butterfly. Sources production over a time. Most relevant authors. Coming to the next unit is a viewers viewer analysis. And that first one is the most relevant words. Keyword analysis. Top 10 keywords. The diagram we are seen already in for your implants. And next 4.2 is the bibliographic coupling of countries, top 10 countries. What are the document versus documents, citation, local link strength versus countries. This is a diagram. Authors keyword co-occurrence. Summary. Next after that unit number 4 is summary and conclusions. Unit number 5 is references. Okay, I'm completed. I think all will get the information.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ashok, for your elaborative explanation on psychometric research review paper analysis. And with the real-time with the paper you explained, that is really helpful for many researchers in this field. Not only this field, any field which people are want to explore in writing of research paper, in the review paper, it will be very helpful for them. So with this, I want to conclude this presentation. Okay, any query in this, you can contact us. We'll give information, everything in our channel. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
extension to the video about how to write a review paper. So I'm adding one more important tool which is useful for referencing. So the tool called software name is called Mendeley. So this referencing tool, which is useful when you are writing any research paper or review paper, and you are writing some important key note. So if you want to cite that, because when you are taking any uh, concept or any important image, so you have to give credits to those researchers. So there you have to use this kind of referencing tools. So there are many important referencing tools in the market like Mendeley, Jotero, text files, LaTeX, BibTeX, and so on. So I personally feel that this is most easy tool when you are using any uh, kind of word files. Okay, so what is Mendeley? Mendeley is a citation management tool. Okay, so it is also collaborate two platforms. Like example, some of the researchers, they try to write tools, referencing styles in papers in some other field like latex platforms and other platforms, and you want to take those papers referencing style into word files. So during that condition, mainly can be uh, managed as intermediate platform between latex and word. So what are the key features of mainly the referencing library? So most probably this when you are taking any references, generally you go to any web browser, maybe a Google Images, or you're using any research oriented articles, you have to go to Google Scholar and you have to take important reference paper and you have to cite it there. So after that, when you are uploading the paper, you need to require various uh, uh, platforms available to upload your papers, like Sage publication, Elsewhere publication, Nature, and so on. So each referencing journals having different own formats. So during that time, we have to follow their referencing style. So when you are formatting your major file, word file, to your their uh, any journal format, you have to see in their formatting style, and you have to upload citation and bibliography. Okay, so how to use and how to download and where this mainly is available, we'll see now practically. Okay, so just go to Google. Okay, any web browser, and you just type Mendeley referencing manager and click on that. You can see here Mendeley referencing manager, where you can download the software. Once you click it, automatically it will download to your desktop or any laptop devices. So after that, you have to install. It is simple, just to you have to click next, so that it will be installed in your devices. So you can see this the desktop reference manager of Mendeley. Okay, so once it is installed, you have to log in with your credentials. So that credential you have to log in, then it will open like this. Okay. So where you can see, if you want to add some software, some references to your paper. So how to do all those things? We'll take one small example with from the Word file. So for example, so I am using some uh, comments or important information which I required. So during that time, I may take any one of the uh, line. Maybe it may be useful for me. So what I do, I have to copy and rewrite in my own words. Currently, I am not doing that. But when you are writing, it is strictly how to follow ethics of any journals. That is, you should not copy because it comes under plagiarism. You have to rewrite this, and so after rewriting, this is a credentials of this particular authors and the journals. So where you have to cite these lines. Okay. So for that, you have to go to referencing. Okay. And this is another important information. So the software which we installed, that is only to run this desktop mainly, very here, but there is another small icon we can see here, mainly site. So this one you have to download again from Google. Mainly site for Word. So this is the link to, if you want to use the lines in Word. So this one you have to download. This is the second small software you have to download and install. So after installing, automatically there is an icon will appear on mainly site here. For that you have to go to reference, and automatically it will, you can see your mainly site. So once you reach it to here it will ask about your credential. So here you have to give your credential, user ID, password, whatever you used for mainly desktop. Similarly, you have to log in through here. Then whatever you are using, the libraries, like whatever you are adding related to your journal, whatever it is here, it will show here. So now how to cite this paper, this is important. So example, I copied these lines, then I have to cite here. So for that, go to this particular journal and copy this. Google Scholar, then paste it here. So it will come like this, your related article which is you are using in your Word file. Okay, so it means that these lines are related or copied or taken from this article. So we have to give citation by this author's name. So for that, what you have to do, so you have to copy the title in Google Scholar. Automatically it will appear journal name, authors, and title of the journal, everything you can see here. So there is a one magnet you can see here. This is mainly image. M image. Okay, so it will show here the complete information of this particular library. Okay, so here you can select, means okay, I am able to copy this to my library. Okay, if you want, if you are using different papers, you can example, you are writing 10 papers, you can create your library like 1 2 3 4 so on 10, and you can keep this related file in wherever whichever the paper you are writing. So currently I am using only common folder my library, so I am adding this. Okay, sometime it will not add, so that you can go to inside that link. Okay, then it will immediately, magnet will ask view PDF. Click that, then you click this magnet. Now you click add. So sometimes it is also not taking, so in that case you save it to desktop or somewhere. Okay, so then go to your main file of desktop mainly software and add reference. So now we are adding this related journal which you want to cite. Okay, so now it is uploading to your desktop mainly, so it is added now. So whenever it is added, automatically it will also reflect your mainly word icon. So here you have to add, how to add, it's very important. So try to copy this, paste it. Now you can see that the related journal is appearing here. Insert citation. Now you can see here, so the lines which we have taken from particular journal, so that is the author name start with, there are multiple authors like 1 2 3 4. If you are in one or two authors, it's fine, you have to write two authors name, automatically it will also take two names. If it is more than two, you can see here it will show the first author name and remaining it will appear like et al. Okay, and year name. Okay, so this is how you have to add reference citation, sorry. Then in below we have to add the details of this Sharma research paper, like what is the title name and what is the year and what is the volume and so on. So for example, you can see for this journal he has used many citation references like 1 2 3 4 5 up to maybe 32. Okay, almost 35 references he added. Okay, 32. So like this 31, 32, like this he used 32 reference citations he made. So now as a reader I can see only number here, but I want to know what is this 32, what it represents. I want to know as a researcher. So for that we have to add those citations in reference section. There is a important section in any journal paper or conference papers, references. It means whatever the topic or whatever the important note you have taken from other journals, you have to give a credential to them, so that through your reference sections, like you can see here. So how to do this referencing below, we'll see now. So as of now I have added only one citation. So now I have to give the complete information of this. Okay, so for this it is very important, you just click here, insert bibliography. So it will ask your bibliography will be inserted at your cursor location. In case, as I told, reference section should be at the end. Okay, so if you mistakenly, if you click here the cursor, and if you paste it here, automatically it will come here. So it means the formatting style is wrong. The editor of a particular journal, he will send back to us, please follow the referencing format properly, like that he will send. So during that time again we have to go back, okay, and we have to follow the instruction properly, that your references should be in the last of your paper, and that should start with after the referencing heading, this. Okay, so here insert bibliography, continue. You can see that this is title of the section and it will start. Similarly you have to add many, you can add like these many references which you want. Okay, so this is how you can use Mendeley. Okay, again I will show quickly how to open Mendeley's website, and how to download, and how to add your Mendeley site, which is required to uh, referencing during citation in Word files. Okay. Okay, so go to Google and just type Mendeley Reference Manager, click here. So once you click here, it will take to this site, download now for Windows. Once you download, so it will save in your system and just install it. So after that, this installation can be done only for Mendeley desktop, not for Word file. So for Word file you have to download again, go to Google, get Mendeley site, it will automatically save in your Word add icon. Okay. So after that it will come here Mendeley site. So once it is come here, then you can use Mendeley in your Word file accordingly. Okay, for example, just copy this, just keep it in Google Scholar, paste it, click on that related journal, automatically a magnet of Mendeley will catch that. Then it will go to your PDF file. Then you can save this. Once it is saved, it is already synced to your Mendeley site. Okay, so copy the title of the journal from here. Paste it here, then just click it, add citation, it will add here. Then after that, if you want to add another citation or in the reference column, maybe we are using 2 or more. Similarly, you can go to insert bibliography. Okay, since it is already added, it is telling it is here already. So this is how you can add number of citations, and you can structure according to reference manager, whichever the style you want. Example, the any journal they want in Chicago style. Okay, just click it, Chicago. So automatically once you refresh, it will change according to their style. Okay, this is how you can do your referencing in your journals, research journals. By using Mendeley software. Thank you one and all.